I gotta look at my notes. Tommy Field, wife, thank you for putting this on for me. It means a lot to me. Tommy worked for me way back in Middleton.
All right,
Many years ago,
Tommy.
and out of respect for me, he decided he wanted to jump on board with us, so Tommy's one of our guys from down this end. Special thanks, my wife. My wife, in the last 2 weeks, has been on her phone non-stop, texting, talking, taking care of stuff, telling me to stay away from this, stay away from that. Okay. But she's done a lot of work for me. I want to thank my mother-in-law for helping out with Ray. It means a lot to me. My sister, my niece Allison, my daughter Kelly, my son Jason. Don't want to miss anybody. My mother's here tonight. She actually wasn't going to come, but she decided to come, so thank you, Mom. You know, it's funny, I've been in this business since 1975. I worked, started in the Lawrence Jail in 75. I retired in 2009. I was a deputy superintendent between second shift commander and running the jail, responsible for over 1,200 inmates, 300 officers, and we have 11, 12 people in this race, and they're all qualified for the job. Some of them never even worked for the department. Anybody that doesn't work for the police, the sheriff's department, that thinks they can walk through the door and run the place is sadly mistaken. I will say this, the place will run, no matter who's in there. Because it's not like a restaurant. If the cook don't cook well, people don't come back. Jail, they're coming back. They're coming back, regardless. The problem that I've experienced since I started was there's always a sheriff that walks through the door, has no clue, doesn't look for input from anybody, and wants to run the show. Who suffers? The inmates suffer, the officers suffer. How does an officer go up to a sheriff that's never worked his way up through the ranks and say, hey, listen, Sheriff, I'm having a tough time, working with these inmates. Things are happening, I'm having problems at home. He can't relate. I can relate. I've worked my way up through the ranks. I've worked with inmates my entire career. I know nothing else. I'm retired. I work for the IRS, and I decided that I feel as though I can come in and fix something that's broken. The interesting thing is that the superintendent is running the sheriff. The superintendent is unheard of. The superintendent that works there now is running for sheriff, and there are 3 officers that work for the sheriff's department that are running against them. Unheard of. It just shows that the leadership is not there, and the people feel as though they need change. I feel as I'm the type of person that can make the change.
We love you, Jerry!
Now, here's something, this is interesting. On all police departments, and if I'm missing one, tell me, every chief of police has worked his way up through the ranks. Whether it be through their department or another department, he's worked their way up through the ranks. And yet, in the sheriff's department, which is a very serious position, you're dealing with murderers, you're dealing with rapists. Now, most important, you're dealing with people with severe opiate problems. You're gonna have somebody that knows what they're talking about. Through my years, I can't tell you how many inmates, I don't need to say, I can't tell you how many inmates I've had in my office, and they say, yeah, Jerry, I'm getting out Saturday. What are you so upset about? There's no place to go. Wow. It's homeless. I have guys come to my office and say, yeah, Jerry, I'm getting out Saturday. What's up with that? Why all upset? No job. I'm probably coming back to jail. Today, Mike Marks, I was at a speech, a lecture a few weeks ago, and Mike Marks got up and he said that he has a GED in place, which he's proud of, and he has a drug and alcohol program that he's proud of. And I got up after him and I said, well, I gotta agree, they do have a drug and alcohol program, and yes, they do have a GED service. But my question to you is, if an inmate gets out of jail today, you people own a company, and someone comes up to you and says, hi, my name is Tom Smith, I've been in jail for 2 years, but I got a GED, are you hiring them? No. They need trades. I used to run work release, and I was in the community dealing with the different companies, selling or work release and getting inmates to work at their companies. And, am I on? Yep, okay. And they would say, well, do you got anybody with a trade? Very rarely you get roofers, you get fishermen, you get guys that do hard labor, but no trades. You got inmates in jail all day long. They got 3 TVs, correct me if I'm wrong. Spanish TV, white TV, and sports. So they get a chance to watch TV all day long, play dominoes, play cards, and they chalk up 1 day left. Then that revolving door starts. In and out, in and out, in and out. So if I was sheriff, I would start a program like they used to have, but more intensive, where they have carpentry, electrical. You gotta give these guys a trade. Our job is to try to save these kids from coming back to jail. Now, thank you. Now, being realistic, I help 10 guys. Do I think all 10 guys are gonna stay out? No. 10 guys aren't staying out. If I can save 2 or 3, we did something. And that's what I'd have to do. Give it a shot, try to help these kids. So when a kid's getting out of jail, before an inmate gets out of jail, any homeless inmate that's in Middleton, that's getting out of jail within 6 months to a year, should be down the farm, should be working a job, and getting him ready to go back into society and have a check once he gets out of jail, and we help him once he gets out of jail, get an apartment, get a place to live, maybe a car, so he can get on his feet. A drug addict. If anybody thinks they can put a drug addict in a program in Middleton for 2 years, forget 1 year, for 2 years, let him out the door and say, good luck, you're all set, you're sadly mistaken. There has to be an aftercare program in place. How do I know that? Because I've dealt with these guys my whole life. My whole life. Police work is totally different than correction. Police, they arrest and they send them to Middleton. We live with them. We have to learn what they're all about. Like people say, Jerry Robito's an inmate lover. No, I'm not an inmate lover. Anybody that knows me knows I can go either way. I can go the easy way, the hard way, whatever way you want to go. But what we have to try to do is embrace these guys and try to make them do the right thing so they don't come back. There's plenty of people out there. We're never going to lose our jobs. I've never been laid off in my life. And no one else will ever be laid off in their life. But we've got to try to do the best we can to keep these guys on the streets. And that's going to save all of us taxpayers' dollars and cents. It affects us. The overcrowding in jail affects us. So I want to stop that revolving door. So all I can tell you is, finally, after 34 years of working with inmates, my last 6 years being the superintendent, deputy superintendent, responsible for over 1,200 inmates, 300 officers, I feel as though I can do the job. And I would appreciate your vote come September, and hopefully we can move on to November. Thank you very much.